man.
This nigga chewing on a fortune. That bitch would be hitting.
Come on.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's the CB the Problem, and this is another episode of 40 Hours of Beef.
And it's your boy Israel, Izzo, Izzy. 21129.
Yo, it's your boy Duke. We back at it.
What you got for me, Izzy?
Let's talk about how y'all splitting y'all like paychecks, y'all income.
Well, them, them decisions be crucial, brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all paying the whole thing or half of it?
Yeah, how y'all income, like how y'all splitting your bills? Like, do y'all set something to the side for savings, groceries, clothes,
Do
shoes,
you make enough?
You know,
to set? Do you make
do you
enough to
even
set
make
money
enough?
to
Yeah.
the side?
So even if you didn't make enough, you still want to try to put something to the side, right? I mean, you at least try. Do you at least try to put something to the side? But what if it's two of y'all?
It just
Like,
depends.
what if you got you and you got another partner with you?
Y'all should be able to put something to
Even
the
if
side.
you don't make enough, and then if she don't make enough, two incomes like that should make a whole, right?
Nah, it just really depends on.
Like, what's more important that you gotta, prioritize?
Huh?
Prioritize.
That boy said prioritize.
Hey, I was just going with
Go
the
ahead.
flow, but
Go ahead.
Prioritize.
I think it's hard to save money depending on how you live life, honestly. Because you got so many people out here, they live beyond their means. They check gone really before they get
But
it.
why is people living outside above their means nowadays, knowing how the economy really is?
We in
You know
that
what I mean?
social
It's
media area,
2025.
man.
Yeah, it's in the
Well, from
trend.
2024, 2023, 2024, 2025 now, some people still living above and out their means.
Mm-hmm.
It's a facade. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's always been a thing. And on social media, I think it's more amped up now. You see people with the gooey, the Lucci, the Lucci, the Gucci. Yep. You see people with all that stuff, and you feel like you have to, do as much as them or more than them. It's just a shit show. Everybody wants to outdo everybody.
But how do you split your income, the money?
I'm taking care of the most important things first.
If you only making like $11, $17 an hour,
you're not paying for nothing.
How can you budget that and still, afford living? Like, how can you pay your gas and electric if you got to pay gas and electric? How you pay your rent or your mortgage if you got either or? How do you gotta get groceries? You might want to buy some clothes if you got little ones too. So
some people ain't paying their rent at all.
Yep.
Yeah, but the people that's not paying your rent, are you still working and are you saving money or are you blowing it, like taking advantage?
I think the majority of a lot of people are really, they make just enough to get them through.
Yeah.
Most people make just enough. Now, if you're able to, create a second job or something for extra cash, or you make enough at your first gig, yeah, you might be all right. But there's variables to that. Once you start adding kids and different stuff like that, now it's like, okay, I got the mortgage, I got mouths to feed, I got this, I got that.
But do you still budget, or are you still planning on budgeting? That's all I'm trying to understand.
I think most people don't budget.
You still want to budget your money?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, are you gonna still make a budget for yourself?
Do you got enough money to budget?
That's what I mean. Like, if after all your spending, taking care of all the important things, make that clear in detail, like gas, electric, rent, making sure that you got all the necessities paid off that you need to survive. Not cigarettes, beer, alcohol. I ain't talking like that. I'm talking about all the more important.
Just the regular stuff.
If you taking care of all the important things and you only had $250 to your name, are you saving any of that? Or is that meaning you broke? Does that mean what you mean, you broke? You got like $100, you ain't got no money.
If I'll put it to you like this: if you got enough money to pay your bills, but you only got a couple bucks left.
Couple of bucks meaning a couple of hundred, or a couple of bucks meaning $1, $2?
Or a couple of hundred.
Couple of hundred is broke. or a
It ain't
couple of
broke.
dollars.
Nah, that ain't broke.
I don't think it's broke to be you having a
Uh-huh.
couple.
But in
$100.
some people's eyes, that's broke. $200 ain't nothing to some
Right.
people.
Nah, but
that's-
you got-
that's people
spend
with
that
more
on-
money though. You know, people with more money gonna say that.
I'm saying the people that's nowadays, that's the average income, that's people that's working the average workplaces that not even making $30 an hour.
And they
Not even making, I'll say $25 an hour.
if you breaking even,
Yeah.
there's no way you can say because
So $200 might be
everything
a
that comes
lifesaver
in,
to somebody. That might get you by to your next paycheck.
on.
So you
Every-
ain't really broke.
everything that's coming in is going out. It's hard for you to budget and save.
But then some people got a mindset, as long as all my bills paid, I'm straight.
You straight.
But that's the
Yeah.
mentality
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
you
got to
straight.
get out of. That's all I'm saying. You want to get out of that mentality.
nah.
Just because you paid all your bills, yeah, you got a full fulfillment of relief in your life. Yeah, like, whoo, I can get by the next month.
but if something drastic happens,
But if something drastic happens,
you might be through.
you ass out.
You might be through.
You ass out.
You might be through. So it's all about how you
Okay.
live your life. Like I try to tell people, like, look,
All
you
right.
don't gotta live in the most rundown area, but go get you an apartment or go get you a crib that suits you in your price range. Y'all want to go get the $1,700 townhouse
And
with
struggling to
with the
pay your bills,
skyscraper
like
view
just
and all this
because,
extra stuff.
just because you trying to stroke somebody's ego, it's not your ego because you can't afford
Because
it.
you can't afford it.
So that's the difference. Like, you can have a good job and drive a regular car. Nobody is gonna say nothing. The people that saying something are like immature, childish. If they gonna complain about the little things that people get, you got to think about it. Most of the people that got a lot ain't out here splurging or
They
showing
don't
off.
want to spend no bread.
Mhm.
Why are we the only people
We the only ones
that
that want
want
to
to
spend
brag
bread.
and show off money and diamond rings and flash? But if I ask you for $1, you gonna say you ain't got it.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. I feel like
Come on, man.
I feel like at the same time, it all depends, where you at to say, where we from, where we, in Africa, we damn near was flashing jewelry and flashing what we got. You know what I'm saying? Africa, like before we even came over here.
Yeah.
So it's just the same thing. What you doing when you come to America? You're gonna be flashing, but the people that's around you, you know what I'm saying, who ain't used to
Okay,
seeing
so
it,
that
gonna
goes
think
to-
is
Okay, so that
negative.
goes to my next question. That was what I was about to bring in my next question. How do you deal with people that you know deep down are not for your best interest, your best intentions in your life? Like, how do you deal with people that's not for your best interest? People that you work with, people that you just might know, just like from your neighborhood you grew up with in college, school, at the gym. Just how do you deal with people like that? Like, do you confront them? Do you just deal with it? I mean, do you just say, you
You gotta come.
cut them off? Like, how do you deal with people like that if you know that they're not for your best? Like, like, yeah, they might be good on this and that, but deep down they don't need to be in your circle. They just ain't fit for you. How do you deal with people like that? Nowadays, I ain't talking about in your past. We talking about 2025. How do you deal with people like that now?
You gotta come to the realization of that's what that is first. You gotta identify what that is first. Until you identify, like, you know what, I don't think me and bruh need to be cool like that.
But how do you identify some of them indicators?
you-
Like, what are some of those indicators?
I mean, like you just gotta see how he moving. Is he moving different from what you expected?
Can I count on it?
Yep.
Is he gonna keep it 1,000 with me?
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna be able to
So
open
what if
up?
this person told you a lie, but it wasn't a big lie, but just told you a lie?
I ain't tripping about that.
You ain't tripping. You tripping?
I mean,
I'm
it's
tripping.
You tripping?
It's the principle.
it is the principle, but it's like, why me though? You ain't got a lot of me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that would be weird, and I'm pretty sure, man,
But people lie to you
That will-
and then say they for your best interest.
that's crazy.
I'm talking about for them people that
That's
say,
crazy. Hey,
yeah,
y'all.
they
Hey,
for
y'all.
my best interest, but hey, otherwise, damn, he's still heating on that fortune over there. You hear me? That fortune must be good, boy. I tell you. He took a big bite.
I just feel like
You even chewing it?
Come on, man.
Is he
I feel like you
chewing
just got to come to the realization
it?
of like,
I apologize. Like, go ahead, man.
if that's if that's your friend, or is it your friend or not? And if you pay attention to your friends, you obviously want like-minded people in your circle. If you got somebody always want to do the opposite of what you're doing, 9 times out of 10, these cats don't need to be in your circle.
Yeah.
If they don't share the same interest as you, or they're not trying to boss up, or if they're not trying to do this with you, or whatever they spit out, any positive affirmations, a lot of stuff you got to get away from is negativity, dog.
Yeah.
That's the main one. You got somebody always griping, complaining, don't want to get their situation fixed, always putting themselves in bad situations. You definitely gonna have to understand what that is and get away from them. So,
But do you just get away from it?
I'll slowly back up off of you. That's what I do. I will slowly. You like, dang, I ain't talked to CB in a minute, and that's just what I do. But if the conversation comes up, I ain't got no problem telling you. I don't think me and you mesh well.
See, I do look. I apologize for that. I apologize.
You
but,
okay? What you need?
Nah, I apologize. I deal with people like I got my own categorized form. If that makes sense. Like I got the people who I know I can depend on. If I call you, they might call me back 1 or 2 times. You know what I mean? Like if they miss call, like I might call them once. Let's say like 11 o'clock, but I know they'll call me back within like a 2-hour time frame. Then you got the ones like back in the day used to go out with. I know if I hang out with this person, we gonna get into a fight. You know what I mean? So
Nah,
it's
for
like
sure.
you got your individual,
For sure.
so that's what I mean like that. That's how I look at it. It's like, yeah, they for my good interest. That's what they say. But then it's like, you're not if you always gonna cause some type of conflict or some type of issue in
facts.
my life.
And-
Even though it might be for fun
Yeah.
at first, but I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna get in trouble, or it's gonna be we all get in trouble, or it's gonna be consequences at the end of the day. So it's like you're not for my best interest. For real. I need
I tell
somebody
you
to
no.
not be a yes man to me. Tell me if I'm fucking up. Tell me. Don't sit there and be like, yeah, you know what I mean. You ain't like. Don't say you ain't messing up, but just keep on riding. I don't like them type of people. You know
Or
what I mean?
the ones that's not receptive to feedback.
No,
it's like, bro, I done told you, like,
I done told you a million times.
No, it ain't me. It's you, bro. I done told you.
If I done told you, he done told me, you done told me, this person done told me, this person done told me, this
All right,
person
bro,
done
it's
told
on
me.
you now.
Evidently, it's a common denominator
it's a common
right
denominator,
here. And it gotta clearly be you. But, I don't know. I just wanted to get y'all take on it. Like, how y'all deal with people that's not for y'all?
I just slowly back off, but it ain't no beef though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's a lot of people that don't want to back off because it might be your relative. So then they try to use that as blood.
But
that's blood. I can't do that. Your blood will stab you in the back. Trust me. Your blood will stab you in the back.
You're not exempt from any of that, especially when it comes to family.
But a lot of people will say that if it is your family.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I can't do that because that's my mama. That's my sister. That's my brother.
Now, you should. Okay, I got the utmost respect for my family members, but if me and you don't mesh, we don't mesh. Whether you was my sister, cousin, brother, or not.
We don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
If you chose a different path in life,
most definitely,
you're not in my best interest. Whether we're kin or not, you're a person. You know what I'm saying?
You do some foul shit like that. If you was somebody else on the street, it'd be something different.
Come on, it'd be something different.
Yeah.
You
I'm
family,
letting you
we
get
let
away
slide,
with the disrespect.
So it just took you to a whole nother level. So I'm just saying, you deal with people like that and say they for your best interest, but they really not. You know what I mean? Because the outcome, they benefit, but you ain't benefit. So I don't know. I just want to get y'all take on,
Like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all like what y'all hear, man. Y'all like what y'all see. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Tell us what y'all think about these episodes.
Yep.
And chime in, man. Give us some of your work experiences. How you splitting up that money when you get paid, what you do with your check.
Yeah, then splitting up money, dealing with your check, and then dealing with the outside life, dealing with that too. Like, everyday stress, everyday, like, things that might stress you out. Let me take that.
Nah, that's for sure.
But yeah, just give us y'all feedback, We like to hear your comments, y'all feedback, ideas, suggestions, anything like that. Just stay tuned. Okay. More to come. 40 hours
What you got, Duke? What you got, Duke?
quiet over here all
Nah, I ain't been
like,
quiet. Y'all been speaking.
That boy Duke in the zone.
Nah,
in the zone, like-
I'm just hearing y'all. So I'm just
Nah,
learning from what y'all talking about. I'm gonna definitely know when to
is that
chime
what
in.
it is?
When not to chime in. I know when to be quiet. Man. You gotta know the difference. Man.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know we got a thunderstorm warning right now. Man.
It's a thunderstorm warning going on right now. So
Man,
that's
so
probably
hug
why
your lady tight, man. Put on some of that nice soft music.
So that's probably why he over here quiet. He emotional right now because of the weather.
His other
He
half.
feeling too little bad because of the weather and stuff right now. It's okay, man.
Yeah, we good. We good.
Hey, we're going to go ahead and ride on now, man. This is another episode of 40 Hours a Week podcast. I'm your boy, CB the Prob.
And I'm your boy, Izzo. It's real.
It's your boy Duke.
And we out, man. That boy Duke over.
Man, he's dude. I'm like, bro, I should have did that after. If you gonna be like that, motherfucker, damn. My nigga over there over that Reggie. You don't feel like you Zooted. You ain't said a word, motherfucker. No, you'll be in there like auto zone. That nigga over there like, yep. Yep. I'm like, damn, you gonna say it. I'm just wanna hear you. Like, Lord is gonna be like, dude, I'm not even finna edit this shit. This makes you look real fucking bad.